Hey guys, what's up? This is Michael from Club Yokai, and today I'm going to be going through one of our tracks called Karate. Basically, in this video, I kind of want to go over our whole production process and kind of how we like to stay organized, especially when we're making beats for releasing. So the first thing I want to go through is kind of the way we just organize all of our tracks before we start mixing. So the main groups that we have are drums, we have our basses, but for this track it's only an 808, vocals, synths, and then the sample. A lot of times nowadays I'll just have like one track for all the tonal elements, so that'll be, you know, the sample, any other like pads or synths that are also being played too. I just kind of put them all in one group, especially since I'm going to end up mixing all of them individually anyways. It's a good way to just have all the tonal elements in one section. Another group that I like to have too is called FX, and that's just, you know, crashes, impacts, risers, stuff like that. That kind of goes more into play for like if we were to mix more EDM/trap beats, but for this song we didn't really have too much of that. We put most of the effects in the drum section, I believe. So for this song specifically, there's only one main sample that's pretty much playing throughout the entire track, and we kind of wanted to add some variation in between here and there to make it not as repetitive. As you can see, the track is only about like 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and we kind of wanted to, you know, play with the sample a little bit to make it not super repetitive. So one of the ways we did that was we played around with octaves. So I believe in the intro, it's playing at a normal octave, and then it's pitched down an octave for the fill. So for here, so it's kind of like a transition. Main reason why we have that is because it adds a little bit of variation to make it so that going from the intro to the verse is a little bit smoother. We also have a section where we reverse the sample, which is right here. And then it goes back to the original. That's another way, you know, just to add quick variation here and there, just so it's not super repetitive. The reverse section actually comes in around 8 bars through the first one. So the reason why we did that is because we thought, you know, every 8 bars, there should be like a subtle change. It doesn't need to be huge, but we thought, you know, just since it's like the main synth that's playing throughout the entire track, we kind of want to have it, you know, do something different rather sooner than later, especially since during the break section, it's pretty much just playing the same thing over again. I believe it's just on the regular octave. There's no octave changes. And there's a little bit of pitch bending, so you can probably hear there. You can do this in Ableton on a clip, as you can see here, just pitch bending, you know, I think the downbeat and also beat 4, just to create some, you know, variation here and there. Next thing we did was we kind of created an 8-bit synth type sound. The reason why we did that is because, first off, it was made by using the original sample, and it's also a variation thing we thought that would just, you know, bring some more life into the mix without having to do something completely different. Basically how we made that was, we can see right here, if we solo it, basically that is this original sample sped up, I think 4 times as fast. I can slow this down just so you can see, expand it a little bit, but this is the original sample, I believe. And then this is it sped up again, sped up one more time. So it kind of gives that like Pac-Man type sound, and we thought that's cool in context. You can hear right here. It's kind of like a subtle thing, you know, it's not doing too much, but it kind of adds some variation, especially since this is verse 2. We kind of want to add something, you know, to make it not as repetitive. So for this song, as you can probably tell, it's very simplistic. Like, there's not too much going on, but everything in the track has purpose. For example, this fill right here was very simple. It's basically just a vocal that's being pitched down, and then there's a group of percussion I can solo right here. So very simple. These are the more rhythmic elements, and this one's a more like sustained sound. I'll solo right here. I believe it's auto panning a little bit just to create some more stereo effects. And then there's this rhythm clap, which is just doing like a clap on the downbeat, but it's all reversed. And then there's finally this one, which is like a laser sound being panned left, right, left. And then finally we have the hats, which are also being pitched down slightly, just, you know, to follow that same pattern. We do the same fill in verse 2, I believe, but it goes up. And then we do the same thing here. These hi-hats also pitch up too. basically we did that, you know, just to add some variation here and there, and the fill's kind of cool too. That's kind of the main reason why we wanted to add it in. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned a little bit about like our style of production and kind of like what we like to do to keep things pretty full, but while at the same time making sure that everything's pretty simplistic and easy to mix. We're going to be doing other videos like this for the rest of the beats that we release for Suto and Ida, which is coming out soon. Stay tuned for that. We're going to probably make an announcement a couple weeks from now. These videos should be on Instagram TV. If they're not, they're going to be full length on YouTube, high quality, so you can like zoom in and see everything we're doing with every project file. You're going to learn a lot. I highly recommend you keep checking out the videos. You know, once you listen to the beat, it's like, oh, cool. Like, I wonder how they did that. We will most likely go into detail about how we made that in a beat tutorial video like a week after. So highly recommend. Check out our YouTube channel. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. This has been Michael from Club Yokai, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.